Okay, so I just thought about this, but can we talk really quickly about Drake's downfall and how this year has, beat him pretty badly and everything? Because apparently he just basically accused UMG of artificially inflating the streams of Not Like Us. And first of all, why would you do that? Why would you do that? It just makes you look bad overall. And have you severely underestimated how much people enjoyed that song and how much of a cultural moment that was, especially like in California and all over the world, people are singing that song. It don't matter, different cultures, different races, everybody has been jamming to the song since it was released. It was an instant classic. Because it's so catchy, because you got dragged on it, it is what it is. Can we just take the L already? Can we just take the L already? So you had that, and Kendrick released like 3 or 4 other songs that were dissing him that were successful as well. He had like that. I mean, Kendrick's really been having a run. Okay, he just released his album as well, and so that's kind of making the rounds and everything. And so yeah, as a biracial, Drake is hurting the biracial community. We suffer enough, and he is adding on to it. He must be stopped. Okay, and this picture was a choice because I don't have respect for this man, so I went and I found this picture. Okay, so I definitely had to say that. And so I just wanted to ask you guys, do you guys think that Drake is kind of just over and everything? Where do you think his career is sitting now? Because he's definitely still going to have fans. He's going to have people that are going to support his album, buy his album, go to his tours. We know that. But I'm just really kind of curious to see when he does finally release his next album, what the actual numbers will be, his further engagement, and all of those things. Because he'll always have support. But I feel like Drake really took a big hit this year. And I definitely agree with people that the reason why Drake rose to popularity and success in the first place was because he was catering to women. Obviously, he was being emotional, talking about those things, and people were calling him soft and whatever, but he leaned into it, and that's how he was so successful. And then somewhere along the line, he popped over and got successful with the men and everything listening as well. And he also changed his music and kind of was catering to the men and was kind of talking down to women, and just the way that he's treated women in general is just weird. What he was talking about with Megan Thee Stallion and making those remarks about her and all that stuff, that was weak as fuck. Serena Williams and him talking about her, that was incredibly weird as well. The whole Rihanna situation, him trying to kiss her on that stage, we have that. He constantly is making all these derogatory remarks against women, and he's just a loser in that regard. So he's definitely lost a lot of support from us in that regard. In the song Not Like Us and everything, Kendrick is literally saying, Drake, you're a pedophile. Does anybody remember that video that came out? I think it was 2017, 2018, and it was like that girl that he brought on stage, and he was like fondling her, and he kissed her, and he found out she was 17 and everything. That video shook me to my core. That is the reason why I do not listen to Drake anymore. Okay, I have not fucked with Drake for years. More like with the last album that I listened to, that stuff came out, I put Drake away. Okay, I put him away before a lot of people put him away. And then he did the Scorpion album, and every consecutive album, everyone says how much his music is not good anymore and everything. And the thing with Drake is he is just such a loser to the core. Okay, you got owned. Kendrick literally said, I believe when you stand as sexy red, you believe you see two bad bitches, something like that. You got owned by him. Megan owned you on his, and people don't talk about that enough because that whole other situation, but she definitely got him talking about his fake accents and everything. And Drake just tries to act so hard. He really tries to act so hard, and it is going to not work for him every single time. Can we talk about, the whole Pusha T moment and everything, and how you're coming for his fiance, and then he'll release the story of Added On, talking about your son and everything, and just how you're pathetic as a man, and how you're trying to wait for a press release to announce your son and everything, and just how shameful that was. That man made you step up and be a father. That man made you do it. How sad is that? That he had to step in and call you out for all your fucking bullshit. I hate Drake. I can't stand him. Why does he have a tattoo on his arm, and it has all the Beatles, and it has him putting up all his hand to the Beatles because he broke some record that they have? That shit is lame as fuck. Why would you get a tattoo of that? His obsession with Aaliyah, I think, is very creepy, very telling. Okay, and you had the story with Millie Bobby Brown as a teenager. Why is she having your number as a grown man? That situation was weird as well. So you had that situation, and there's just been so many situations where Drake comes out and he just looks bitter, he just looks weird, he looks out of touch. Like whenever he won a Grammy or something like that, or some award, and he said that the black community wasn't congratulating him, but years before that he basically basically said that he doesn't want to speak out about Black Lives Matter or something like that, and he wants to appeal to all people and he doesn't want to get political, something like that. I don't remember what he said exactly, but he wasn't taking a stand on that. So when you're not taking a stance on things that are hurting the Black community, then why are you getting mad when, you know, you don't feel the Black community is supporting you? That was you. You wanted to appeal to everybody, aka white people, and then you get mad that the Black people aren't supporting you according to your standard. I mean, he is such a hypocrite. He is such a loser. He doesn't stand on shit. Okay, he just does whatever kind of convenient on him in the moment. He's just a loser. He is not a real man right here, aging like fucking milk. Okay, those white jeans came back, and it came back to bite. All these dumbass hairstyles, all these selfies, all these duck lifts, all this bad music, not standing for shit. And so to see Drake get owned by Kendrick this year, to see him get owned by Megan this year, every time someone shits on Drake and every time people are successful in the hate against Drake, I win. It's about generational hate, okay? And I might start a series about generational hate and people that I hate, okay? But it's just good when I see generational hate get the win. So yeah, at the end of the day, he's gonna have people that support him and everything and his music, but I think that he's just lost respect in regards to the music that he's making and putting out and the reception, because people are not living for it. And also just as a person, you know, there's not a whole lot of respect for Drake, so you have that as well. I forgot to talk about the whole thing with Honestly Nevermind, which everyone said that's how they felt about the album and everything. One of my friends said it wasn't giving house, it was giving apartment, and that shit was funny as fuck. Every time I see Drake lashings, I win. Okay, so people like him, they're what's bringing the biracial community down. So let me know what you guys think on this whole thing. I didn't expect to speak this long versus Drake, but it had to be said. It had to be said. And to Drake fans, you know, any derogatory comments or whatever you leave, I don't give a fuck. I said what I said, and I'm not anticipating deleting this video or anything like that. And so yeah, that is what it is. Let me know what you think, and we'll continue the conversation.